This is a review on conditional formatting and advanced conditional formatting. So if you wanted to add data bars to the totals in column F, you select just the cells that have the totals for January, February, through March, but not the grand total. And the reason why, so we'll do it first including the grand total and choose conditional formatting, data bars, and you can either choose gradient or solid fill. So of course the grand total will be the filled the most, where you want it to be what store location had the most. So once this is selected, you can go back to conditional formatting and go to clear rules and choose clear rules from selected cells. Then you would reselect not including the grand total and then choose conditional formatting, data bars, and either gradient or solid fill. And then you get a truer reading of the store locations and which ones had the most sales, not including the total. So again, if you wanted to remove this conditional data bars and change it to color scales or icons, you would select the ones that you have with current conditional formatting and go to clear rules from selected cells. Now I'm going to pop over to complex formula 3. This is the one that you were to select all the store locations January through June and find the top 2 and the bottom 2. So let's say I'll go into conditional formatting and I'll choose top bottom and I'll choose top 10 items, and instead of 10 I only want 2, and I accidentally keep it red. Then I'll go right back to conditional formatting, top bottom, I'll choose bottom 10 items and I'll only want 2, and then I'll click OK. And then I realize that I have the same color for both the top 2 and the bottom 2. So I'll go back to conditional formatting, top bottom, 10 items, change it to 2, and then choose green, and then click OK. So I didn't have to clear it, I just went over it. So how do you see that? What happens, I'll go into conditional formatting and under manage rules, this shows what was selected. So the first time I selected the range, and it shows you right here, the range was C6 through H13, January through June, and I chose top 2, but I kept it in red, and then I did the same range, bottom 2, in red, and then I did it a third time, same range, but top 2 I changed it to green. So this first one that we did remains there, and the newest one overrides the first one. Do you need to delete it? You do not need to delete it, but you could. But it's keeping the most recent. So I'm just going to cancel out of here. If I went back into conditional formatting, top bottom, top 10 items, I'm going to change it to 2, but I'm going to change the color to yellow. So I did have it red, I changed it to green, and now yellow. And what happens is yellow is the most recent one. So if I go to manage rules, you'll see I had the top 2 originally red, then I changed it to green. So it's keeping the most recent. Again, if you wanted to, you could delete the rule, but it's still going to keep. So I'm going to delete the yellow and keep the green. So now I have the 2 red for bottom and 2 green for top. And that's under conditional formatting to see your manage rules, or you could clear it from here. And if I went back to complex formula 1 and I decided to do my conditional formatting, I can do more than one. So if I wanted to have the data bars and also icon sets, I can have 2. So you can have both of them. Then again, if you decide, if you're clear rules, you'll clear both of them from the selected cells, or you can go to manage cells and delete one or the other. So you don't have to delete both. So that is conditional formatting, clear rules, or manage rules. And everything that you do in here will indicate what you chose for the conditional formatting, whether it's data bars, color scales, icon sets, top bottom rules, and it shows you what you selected for the format, and then it also shows you what cells you applied it to. You could edit it from here as well, delete, and even create a new rule. So that's conditional formatting. Thank you.